So, hello everyone. This video is for those who want to do scenario work, and to explain what scenario work is, and also to explain who it is for. So maybe it is for you, maybe not. I came to the realization that it's not for everyone. But there's a number of people who can truly benefit from it the way I did. So let's talk about who it is for. And first description is these people are very nice on the outside. They have good relationships. They're very sweet. Everything about them, if that's you, you're nice on the outside. If you're good on the outside. But inside, there's something. Inside, there's this sort of fire, sort of danger, sort of something inside of you that is, and that it sits inside of you, and you are masking. You're hiding it from the world. You're being nice because it's your work, it's your professional life, it's your family, and you treasure those outer things, and you treasure that peace and what you're building. But inside of you, there's that turmoil. And that turmoil caused by some events from your past. Something happened when you were a kid, when you were a teenager, maybe young adult. Something happened, and now you're coping. Ultimately, you're trying to forget, you're trying to move on, and this is your life right now. You have that hidden part or parts, and you have that outer persona that you put a lot of effort in maintaining it and fitting in, and so you have sort of almost like a double life. And every day you feel like, you know what, I'm a train wreck coming. I am going to explode. I'm just not going to be able to hold that, fake appearance anymore, because inside of you there's that time bomb sitting. So if you are like that, scenario work is for you. If you are somebody who is extroverted and you express your anger, you go right, then scenario work is not for you, because you already express. This is for people who suppress and who hide their pain inside, and outside they're nice, and they're genuinely nice. Okay, when I was in that situation, I was genuinely nice. I love people, and people loved me, and my clients loved me, and I was just carrying that pain and masking it and pretending everything was okay. And it took an extra hammer to land on me, some secondary trauma as an adult, to finally kind of break that. But I did not break it as in like exploded and spilled my guts out onto the world. I didn't do that. I started playing with these scenarios in my head and in my body and in my safety of like my private space. I started playing and doing that just as my outlet. And I was writing them down too as well. And I thought, maybe I'm writing a book. But I wasn't writing a book. I was just recording literally what was happening in my scenarios. Now I have a book. I've never published it. I'm not sure I will ever be able to publish it, because A, it's very personal and private. B, there are so many taboo topics in it that private stuff. And as I dealt with it, as I resolved all my past issues and situations and pains and one after another, up to the point in present where I found myself kind of to the point where I found myself without any anger, without any, I've kind of almost lost my fire. And I had to stop being vegan because I had to start eating meat again, trying to get some anger back. I became so peaceful that I was like, whoa, this is too much. This is too zen. This is, I've gotten myself to the point where I was like, okay, I got to get some of that fire back. So I began to, why I'm saying this is I began to appreciate what trauma and what those events actually give you. But don't worry, life will take care of it. Some other things will start happening and you will never truly lose that fire. It's impossible. As long as life is here, you still have situations, there's still stuff going on. The point is, you can play, you can do the scenario work. Now, when I say play, it's not a pretend play, it's a very real play. Once you have you start with the first 2 characters, and then you engage more and more and more characters, that is not pretend play. When the observer steps out and the character steps in, that character feels every emotion. They truly, they move, they talk, they express, every bit of fire that's in there needs to be felt and experienced. Whatever that character wants, they will be trying to get. And your job as the person who is doing scenario work, your job is to step out and be like somewhere like hovering here and not interfere with what the character is doing. If the character needs to go and be the avenger or something, they need to perform certain action to finally get their relief. Let them perform that action. Again, you're doing it very, very privately, in the privacy of your own room, at the time when nobody is watching or judging. You can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of it. There's no limits, there's no taboo. Whatever is in there, express fully. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. That's the end of this video for now. I see it's 7 minutes, but guys, I just want to thank you for watching this. Hopefully you are like, yeah, that's me. If it's not you, don't come back here. All right, I'll see you next time.